SBC Center in San Antonio. It's the San Antonio Spurs and the Denver Nuggets. Hi, I'm Marv Alvin along with the czar, Mike Fratello. Let's go courtside for the player introduction.
Starting at center, Rashawn Nestorovich. Starting at forward, Bruce Bowen. Starting at guard, Michael Finley. Starting at the other guard, Tony Parker. Starting at the other forward, Tim Duncan. The coach, Greg Popovich.
San Antonio gets possession, and they'll look for their first points of this ball game. Ten on the shot clock. Parker at the basket.
Mark, let's watch that one again.
Nestorovich practically hugging his man defensively. Parker sets it up on the left side. Finley rises from the perimeter. Jumpers off the mark.
Jones stayed with his man and forced him into a tough three.
It's important not to give up easy looks for the... Oh, what a block!
Duncan with the big-time rejection.
He's making a statement defensively, Czar. That was quite a block. Shot clock's at 5. Parker with 4 on the clock. Nene played solid defense down low and forced the opposition into a tough shot. Hits for 2. He hits it over him. A nice job of not being tentative by Anthony. He misses the layup. Rebound secured by Miller. Jones up with the shot. That's team foul number 1 on the Spurs. Misses his first. He misses both. He comes up with it. Duncan with the block shot.
With his excellent footwork and mobility, Tim is one of the best shot blockers in the league, Marv.
Miller is all over his man. Shot clock is down to 5. Parker with a nice assist.
He made eye contact and just put it up there where he knew his guy could get it.
That's one for the highlight reel. Miller setting it up on the left side. Jones setting up down low. Duncan with quite a play.
He read his man perfectly, Mark.
Here's Parker. Lays it home.
Duncan looks very focused right now defensively.
He knew exactly when to go for the steal. Only 5 to get a shot off. Duncan gets it off with 4 left. It'll count. And the foul. He'll head to the line now to try and convert a three-point play.
He did a great job on that play of getting the defender to leave his feet and got the contact in the air.
The Spurs could not come up with the free throw.
The Nuggets are doing an outstanding job of boxing out and keeping the offensive team off the glass.
The feed by Miller. The Nuggets trail by 4. With the penetration, Parker from up close. It's good, and he heads to the line. Martin should have fouled him harder and made sure he didn't score.
Now the offensive player has a chance to add one more from the line.
Parker wasn't a misses on the tip-in.
Finishing inside shots is critical. Their shooting has to improve if they're going to hang on and win this game.
Good points are we expect them to connect from close range. Anthony from the perimeter. The 3 is off the mark. Parker, play by Miller. Duncan from in close. No good on the finger roll. Gets his hands on another rebound. The Nuggets are stifling their opponents tonight. Parker with the delivery.
He's making a contribution with those nice assists. He doesn't feel as though he needs to do the scoring.
Martin working the post, on the mark with that jumper.
Did a tremendous job of converting a difficult play. Great pass and finish on the alley-oop.
Miller taking a look from the right side. Yes, and he's headed to the line for a three-point play opportunity.
That's his first personal. Team foul, number 2. To the line, shooting 1, Kenyon Martin.
Martin could not get it to go for a three-point play. Parker at the rim gets the finger roll.
This has been a very solid performance here so far.
I agree, Czar. This team is getting the job done with their scoring. Off target with the turnaround. Setting it up. Timeout is called
for San Antonio.
A couple of subs entering the game for the Spurs.
16, Francisco Elson, and number 20, Manu Ginobili.
Layup's good.
The Spurs getting it done against the overmatched defense. They exploited the mismatch that time.
The pass stolen by Parker. Lays it in.
Let's see that again from a different angle.
He changes direction.
Spurs to number 16.
Anthony is fouled and it'll be charged to Elson. First shot is good. Anthony sinks them both. Duncan from point-blank range gets it to go, and the foul. He'll try to make it a three-point play at the line.
What a tough competitor he is, Marv. He could have easily given up on that play, but he continued and made that tough shot.
Duncan wasn't able to complete a three-point play. Miller right up on his man.
That was an exceptional play. The offensive player cut to the hoop and did a nice job of finishing the alley-oop.
Jones bringing it up court. From underneath.
Let's get another look at that play.
Duncan. That's his second personal. Team foul.
Duncan, it's whistled for the foul, his second personal. Jones is no good. Missed them both. Duncan with the nice rebound.
He's doing a terrific job of establishing position for those boards. Ginobili saw an opening, hugged the basket, and made a spectacular play to complete the alley-oop.
Duncan with the rejection. Advances up court. Parker is met by Miller. That's a tough matchup.
His defender will definitely have his hands full trying to guard him.
He got a piece of that pass. The Spurs need to be more careful passing the ball.
They're lucky that pass didn't result in a turnover.
The Spurs ran out of time to shoot. It's a 24-second violation. Miller advances the ball. Nene working on his defender. Nene able to throw it down.
He's explosive around the basket, Marv. He moves extremely well for a big man and has the ball handling skills and the quickness to get by the defenders to get to the rim. Ginobili could be trouble for the other team. He's hit 3 in a row. No reason for his team to go to anyone else on offense. He's got the hot hand right now.
Defended hard by Ginobili. Jones from close range. Nice basket. He absorbs the contact, changes his shot while in flight, and makes the basket. Ginobili contested by Jones. The Spurs come up with an answer on the offensive end. The passing lane played by Elson. Great effort on the defensive end.
He managed to disrupt the other team's offensive flow.
Ginobili surrounded.
Number 15, Carmelo Anthony.
They are at the limit. The Spurs are looking to put this game away here in this quarter with a tremendous run. They've extended the lead to 16. Ginobili gets them both.
Two minutes remaining in the first quarter.
He takes it inside, powers it through. Carmelo Anthony. Parker. Parker defended by Miller. Parker with the penetration from in close. Gets 2 with the finger roll. Miller elevates and shoots, misses the two. From in deep, too much contact, could not adjust in time to make it fall. Jones with a tight-fisted defensive stand.
Duncan.
Jones sets it up near the top. He crosses over with the shot. The Nuggets trail by 18.
The Spurs are still up by double digits and off to a tremendous start.
Tries one from the perimeter. Ginobili with the setup.
Bowen able to avoid the block, drain that shot. What a play.
He's stripped by Duncan. The shot clock is off as they play this out. He puts one up. Nelson with the rebound. The first quarter comes to an end. The Spurs lead by 21. They've been playing at a very high level thus far today.
The other team seems incapable of slowing them down.
Miller covered by Parker. He drains it.
The Nuggets have had only a few good moments on the offensive end and seem to be struggling to get on a roll.
Parker sets it up on the right side. Hunter with the sound defense. Can't hit for two. He did a nice job of challenging the shooter.
That's the type of defensive intensity that helps win basketball games.
Martin working underneath. Martin
Made a nice move to get open for the alley-oop, but couldn't put it down.
He won't be denied. Manu Ginobili. Basket.
Martin made a quick move to get open for the alley-oop. Great job by his teammate to hit him with the pass.
Finger rolls it for two. Anthony tries the three. The three doesn't go. The attempt from downtown missed after the solid defensive play by Bowen. With the penetration, Parker right at the basket. Smith stepped out of bounds. Martin with the block.
He read the other player perfectly and got the rejection.
That was a spectacular defensive play.
Miller with a beautiful alley-oop. They made eye contact and he delivered it perfectly.
Nobody able to come up with that loose ball. That was not a smart pass. It was almost picked off.
They're lucky it wasn't a turnover.
Parker pulls up, misses from the post. Carmelo Anthony with the drive for two.
Melo has a very quick first step, and it allows him to gain separation from the defender. Once he gets to the rim, he's athletic enough to make adjustments midair to come away with a basket.
Stolen by Anthony. With the highlight dunk. Brings it up court. Knocked away by Anthony.
That was an outstanding block, Marv. He definitely has his moments on defense.
Anthony being guarded closely. Finger roll doesn't drop. Smith returns it to him. From downtown, no good from three-point land. Another grab by Martin. One-time #1 overall pick to the line for two.
Kenyon has really lived up to the status of being chosen #1. He brings everything he has night after night and leaves it all out on the floor.
Good on the first. Duncan with another rebound. The Spurs take a timeout.
31, Malik Rose.
Rejected by Anthony.
He stayed with his man and read the play perfectly. Great block.
What a move. Carmelo Anthony. The Nuggets play airtight defense. 4 on the clock. From the low block, no good. Hunter has been very well positioned defensively.
He's disrupting shots and making it difficult for the other team to score.
He blows the layup. Anthony able to grab another board. Here's Anthony.
The Spurs need to find a way to shut down their opponent's mid-range game. The other team is getting too many points from shooting those jumpers.
Ginobili with the notion to fire.
The Nuggets can't afford to allow the other team to run up the score early in the game.
Misfires from downtown. The Nuggets not able to find an answer at the other end. Parker at the basket, able to finger roll. Out of bounds on the loose ball. Here's Anthony, counting, and the foul.
That was a great play that time by the shooter. He recognized the contact was coming and compensated for it to hit the shot. That was nicely done.
Anthony hit the foul shot, and it's a three-point play. Setting it up on the left.
Defensive foul to number 45.
Their coach has to be happy with how this game is going. They're in front by a comfortable margin.
A little background for you, Marv. Greg Popovich graduated from the U.S. Air Force Academy and was a star player on the basketball team for 4
Timeout is called. Anderson is checking it off the bench for the Nuggets.
Chris Anderson.
Finger rolls good.
The Nuggets would like to cut into the lead.
Well, the scoring has improved, but they still have a long ways to go. Parker with the jump shot. Martin knocks it away. Anthony with the ball. Backcourt violation called on the play.
The players without the ball have to do a better job of helping out and relieving the pressure.
The Nuggets are playing tight defense. Can't make the long two. They're able to come up with another loose ball.
Every defender on that team looks for the rebound when the shot goes up. That's how they've been able to limit the number of second chance points they've given up. The Nuggets are showing more effort on the offensive end and stepping up the intensity.
Martin denies him. Nicely done. They've been able to convert several baskets in a row.
If this keeps up, they should be able to catch up and take the lead.
Setting it up on the right. Ginobili puts it up. The two's no good. Good anticipation by the defender.
He made him think he had a good look, then took it away quickly with some nice hustle.
Puts it up from downtown. The three is off the mark.
Batur used his size to take away the clean look and forced him into that miss.
Parker from up close. Smith with the foul. That's his first personal, second team foul. Parker is good on the first. 2 for 2. Miller called for stepping out of bounds. Parker working from the right side. Manu Ginobili puts it down with emphasis. Brings it up court. What an assist by Miller.
What a delivery for the big finish. He's making it easy for his guys with those nice passes.
Parker bringing it up court. Lays it home.
The Nuggets are not getting the job done on the defensive end. They need to buckle down and get some defensive stops.
Anthony elevates, hits the two. Ginobili in heavy traffic can't find the hole.
Smith extended himself there to force him into the difficult shot.
Smith from in close. No good. Try to adjust in midair, but just too much contact on the play. He sets up on the right. Misfires from 3. He has a second rebound of the game. And a timeout
for Denver.
10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. It is not good from the baseline. The Spurs are doing a sensational job right now on the defensive boards.
They're not giving up any second chance opportunities.
He changes direction. Layup's good. The Nuggets cut into the lead but have not been able to stop the other team from scoring.
They're playing with better control and need to continue getting back into this game one possession at a
2
time.
minutes left in the second quarter.
Miller guarded by Parker. 10 seconds showing on the shot clock.
Miller is really seeing the court well tonight. He's doing a great job of setting up his teammates.
Taken away by Anderson. With the tomahawk, a spectacular finish. Carmelo Anthony. Solid defensive play by Martin. Jumpers off the mark. Smith sets it up near the middle. Loose ball, out of bounds.
San Antonio ball. Defensive foul to number 6, Kenyon Martin.
Martin gets
First
called for the
in
foul and
final
picks
2
up his
minutes.
third. He gets Hunter is coming off the bench
Number
for the
45,
Nuggets.
Stephen Hunter.
Parker makes both free throws. The delivery by Miller.
He comes up with another assist. He has really done a nice job of keeping his teammates involved tonight.
Couture at the rim gets two with the finger roll. The Nuggets are playing better as the game progresses, but continue to have their share of problems at the defensive end.
This lead will be back to double digits if they don't step up the defensive intensity.
The dish off by Miller. He's picked the defense apart with his passing tonight.
Well, Marv, he has that knack for getting the ball to his teammates where they can do something with it. It just seems natural for him, and that's why he's such a great playmaker.
14 seconds showing on the clock. Smith keeps himself in front of his man. Down to 5 in the quarter. Here's Bowen. The Spurs not able to respond. And halfway through this one, the Nuggets trail by 7.
It'll be interesting to see if they come out fired up in the third quarter. They did an impressive job of reducing the lead before the half.
Here are the key players at the half. Fires from deep. The three doesn't go. That's 2 boards for him so far. The Spurs trying to find the open man. Completely handcuffed by Hunter. The Spurs are charged with the offensive foul, his first personal. Sets it up. On the shot clock. Miller had it slapped loose, but they were able to retrieve it.
He was trying to put the moves on his defender and forgot to protect the ball.
Parker gets into the paint. Couldn't get it to fall. He got hit, had to change it up, and it just would not go. Blocked by Finley. Nobody able to come up with that loose ball. Smith from point-blank range. Team foul number 1 picked up by the Spurs. It drops. The Nuggets continue the onslaught and have played exceptionally well during this run.
They sure have, Mark. There appears to be no doubt they'll complete the comeback. The Nuggets are down only a basket and will be looking to tie it up or take the lead if they can get a defensive stop here.
Advances up court. The spin.
He did a terrific job of going at the ball handler and come up with the steal.
With the emphatic dunk.
J.R. Smith.
Hunter should have fouled him harder, Marv. The shooter now has a chance for a three-point play.
Second personal. Team foul number 1. Shooting 1 for the Spurs. Tony Parker.
The Spurs not able to take advantage from the line. The close one's no good.
Miller is not allowing anything easy down low.
He did an outstanding job pressuring the ball. Finley tries the jump, sends it back. Stephen Hunter. Nesterovic with the facial. Russia Nesterovic. The Nuggets taking their time and getting that extra touch. Smith from outside, can't hit from downtown.
That was a tough three, Marv. The defensive player was right there.
An impressive defensive stop by Bowen.
J.R. Smith.
Bowen is fouled on the shot, and he is sent to the line. Can't hit the first. Bowen missed them both. Rose from close range.
To number 45.
That's team foul number 3 on the Nuggets. It's good. Rose sinks them both. Denver looking
for Denver.
Tight defense by Finley. From underneath.
They tried for an alley-oop, but came away empty-handed. It may have been mistimed a little bit on that play.
Lays it in.
Bowen.
Launches it from downtown. The feed by Miller. With the pull-up, misses the two.
Smith was able to contest that shot and force the miss. We're seeing some nice defense from him right now.
The three is off the mark.
The Spurs are still very focused on getting every rebound at the defensive end.
They've continued to be very active on the glass in this contest. Finley with the pressure. It's good from downtown.
Now that is something he does pretty well. He's able to ignore the defender coming in for the block, keeps his focus on the release, and nails the jumper.
A nice job of keeping his concentration to hit that shot. Finley for the three, no good from three-point land. Smith is definitely doing his part defensively to slow down the other team.
They're having a tough time making shots.
Bowen comes up with it.
And they run it back up court. A nice defensive stop that time, using his quick hands to get the steal.
Rose goes to the back down. Nastarovich, low on the post, comes up empty. Denver's making a nice effort right now to keep the other team off the glass. The action controlled around the key. From down low, guarded closely by Anderson. Smith advances the ball. Parker with a nice defensive play.
The quick hands to strip the ball and run it back the other way. Credit the defense.
The layup doesn't go. Anderson with a nice block. But all rejected. Carmelo Anthony. Puts it down with power. Carmelo Anthony. Sets up on the left side. Jumper doesn't go.
Denver continues to make it very difficult for the other team to get offensive rebounds. They're playing some heads-up defense, keeping their bodies between the basket and their man as soon as a shot goes up.
That's an 11-0 run for the Nuggets. He was able to hit with a man in his face. A nice shot by Anthony. Right at the basket.
Nuggets foul to number 12.
They've used their last foul.
Anderson. Into the game for the Nuggets, number 31, Nene, and number 6, Kenyon.
He makes them both. Miller picked up by Parker. He's playing up on him. Finley misses on that one. Out of bounds on the loose ball. Anthony, darling, long distance, misfires from 3. He bothered the shooter enough to force the miss. We're seeing some nice defense by Bowen. Miller staying in front of his man. Backs him down. Rose at the basket. Nene stopped the offensive player and sent him to the line. Rose draws the foul and goes to the line for 2. Martin grabs the rebound.
It's getting very physical out there.
Anthony lets it go from the perimeter. The 3 doesn't go. Sets it up. Great defense by Miller. The reach-in committed by Bowen. He commits his second.
That's his second personal. Team foul, number 2.
He tees it up.
Anthony is shooting over 60% from the field.
Advances up court. Can't get it to drop. One-hands it.
Here's that play one more time.
Finley pulling up from downtown. Can't hit from downtown. Finger rolls it for two. Anthony, little room to move.
Anthony.
Yes. Finley rises up. The two's no good.
Nene, nice job of denying the open look. Forced the miss.
The Nuggets had no more fouls to give. That'll mean some shots from the free throw line.
Martin has continued to be very effective rebounding the basketball at the defensive end. An impressive effort.
Intercepted by Rose. Brings it up court. Parker from up close hits the finger roll. Loose ball out of bounds. Spinning. Anthony, not a lot of space, off the mark. Advances up court. Finley is called for the offensive foul, and that'll be 3 on him. Carmelo Anthony tomahawks it through. Setting it up on the left. Smith sends it away. The strong finish.
J.R. Smith.
Bowen from downtown. The three is off the mark. Brings it up court. The highlight dunk. Advances up court. The Spurs trail by 5. Miller handling. Anthony being played by Bowen. Some tight pressure being applied by the defender. The Nuggets are ahead by 8.
Two minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Setting it up on the left. San Antonio started the third quarter leading by 7. They now find themselves trailing by 6. Anthony working from the middle. Pulling up, off the board and in.
The Spurs are trying to stop them, Marv, but nothing is working.
It's tough to slow down a team that gets hot from the field. Parker with the ball. No good from the right of the circle. The Nuggets.
Denver. Substitutions. Denver.
Knocks down the one-hander. The Nuggets trying to send a message as we head towards the fourth and final quarter. They've extended their lead to 10. He won't be denied. Rusho Nesterovic. The layup doesn't fall. Boykins from in close. No good on the finger roll. He doesn't go for the fake.
Defensive foul to number 9, Tony Parker. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
Parker commits the foul, his first.
Earl Boykins.
Boykins hits the free throw. Two for two. Picked off by Smith.
He did a nice job of staying in front of his man and forcing a bad pass.
Parker on the left side. Seconds remaining on the clock. Straight away for two from the top of the circle. No shot clock now as time winds down. 5 left on the clock. Boykins at the rim.
All right, let's go at that.
Here's Finley. Nobody able to come up with that loose ball. And that's the end of the third quarter. The Nuggets lead by 12.
This team is finally playing with confidence, and the score shows it. A tremendous effort to come back and take the lead.
They've got the momentum with 1 quarter to go. Johnson sets it up near the middle. He puts it up
to number 30, Dante Jones.
Jones with the foul. That's his first personal, first team foul. Makes the first. Ginobili gets them both. They work it around, trying to find the open shot. From in close, finger rolls good. Play by Miller.
Let's see how the defense reacts to this matchup. Right now, they're the ones on the wrong side of this mismatch.
The offensive foul committed by Ginobili. Personal foul number 1. Jones from three-point territory. No good from three-point land. And another nice defensive board that time.
He's active out there, and when you keep moving out on the floor, good things happen for you, like rebounds.
10 to put it up. He takes it inside. Ginobili from point-blank range. Ginobili was hit on the attempt and is sent to the line.
Number 2.
It drops. Ginobili makes both free throws. The officials say it's last touched by the Nuggets. Ginobili sets it up near the top. With the penetration, Ginobili with no room to breathe. A spectacular dunk.
Manu Ginobili.
Miller handling. Out of bounds on the loose ball. They nearly turned it over. That was not.
Interception. Beautiful play. He saw that pass all the way and stole it.
Tomahawks it through. Manu Ginobili.
He's in a great rhythm offensively, helping his team narrow the gap.
If he keeps up the hot shooting, this game could go either way. He sets up on the right. Ginobili comes up with it.
A nice steal there. Good hands by the defender.
Throws it down. Tim Duncan. Miller looking to hit. Comes up empty. We have a whistle
for the Spurs.
Daniels entering the game for the Spurs.
Number 33, Antonio Daniels.
Five on the shot clock. Clock's at 4. 3 to get it off. Hits the 2. The Spurs come out with a sense of urgency here early in the 4th. They've narrowed the gap to 2. The Tour sends it back. Duncan stepped on the line. Fires from the perimeter, hits the 3.
The Spurs failed to communicate and help each other defensively.
The offensive player should not be allowed to penetrate that easily.
Johnson is showing some spectacular passing right now. The perfect delivery on that alley-oop.
Advances up court. Miller from close range gets 2 with the finger roll.
Duncan has really hit his stride now. He's gone 4 for 4 these last possessions. If you're this team, you need to go back to what's been successful for you, and that means keep going back to him.
From the paint,
Nene is shooting 50% from the floor.
the Tour with the solid defensive effort.
He did a very good job of staying with his man and challenging the shot.
Comes up with 2.
Miller is showing us a prime example of how to contribute without scoring. He's the playmaker right now, setting his teammates up with
tipped. 10 seconds to get a shot off. Duncan right at the basket. No good. The contact forced him to adjust his shot, and he couldn't make it stick. He crosses over. Anthony fires. The setup by Miller. takes it inside. Tim Duncan, the strong finish.
Duncan!
Martin moving inside, misses the two. The Nuggets unable to respond at the other end.
Nuggets foul to number 6.
Duncan is fouled by Martin.
Fourth personal team foul, number 3.
It's good. Duncan sinks them both. Miller beats him with the crossover. Finger rolls it for 2. It doesn't drop for him. He got hit on that play, made the adjustment to get it off, and it just did not fall. Duncan denies the shot. They are sharing the ball on the offensive end. Duncan is met by Martin with the shot. Duncan coming away empty on that play.
He did a good job of using the pump fake to draw the defender into the air and then creating the contact on the shot. But unfortunately for him, no basket and no whistle.
The Nuggets have a 7-point lead. Flushes it down.
Duncan!
Setting it up on the right. He won't be denied. Carmelo Anthony. Bowen could have prevented that basket with a foul.
He should have made him earn the 2 points from the line.
Duncan with the facial. Tim Duncan.
They're getting good looks on offense and scoring the basketball. The other team better be careful here.
Here's Daniels. Can't find the hole.
Missing shots from inside is hurting this team's chances of evening the score. They're lucky it's still close.
Anthony at the basket.
Latour recognized that he had to foul to stop the basket.
He made a smart play, Czar. Now the other team will have to earn 2 points from the line. Anthony is hit on the shot and will head to the line to shoot 2. First shot is good. Get the tip in.
Duncan is not allowing the other team to get many second chances. His defensive rebounding has continued to be very impressive.
Antonio Daniels with the emphatic dunk. basket. Nice basket. He absorbs the contact, changes his shot while in flight, and makes the basket. Here's Daniels, puts down the one-hander. Antonio Daniels. Anthony has time. The assist by Miller. Duncan from up close. What a move. Definitely contact on the play, but he compensates and hits it anyway.
2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
The three is off the mark. The Spurs.
San Antonio.
Some player changes been made by the Spurs. With the penetration, the spectacular dunk, Manu Ginobili. The Nuggets passing the ball around the court. The two's no good. Jones not able to respond at the other end. Parker from in close, able to finger roll. From in deep.
Defensive foul to number 31, Malik Rose. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
Jones is fouled and it'll be charged to Rose. He gets it to fall. Some players coming off the bench for the Spurs.
Antonio Daniels.
Pulls in another, tips it in for two.
A great play that time to go up and tip it back in.
Daniels slices from the perimeter. No good from three-point land.
Denver continues to do a very good job of crashing the boards at the defensive end.
Anthony defended by Daniels. Four on the clock. With the pull-up, a second. No good from the perimeter. He could not get a clean look and had to rush it.
That wasn't the shot he wanted, but it was the only one he had. The defense doing a great job that time, and the shot clock was about to expire.
Daniels creating the turnover.
He just kept at him and eventually came away with the ball.
He sets up the facial. 13 seconds left to go in the game.
Their defense is going to be exposed if they don't switch that matchup or at least get him a big-time strip there. What a tremendous effort to get the ball back.